Even when you drift in shame or of something in your past, Jesus will meet you there again, not to shame you, but to remind you who you are through him. If you are repentant, if you are so in love with him, your heart will break when you deny him, when you sin, when you make a mistake. It's inevitable that you will feel that. But the beauty and the gift of grace is that we don't have to sit in that for long. We just have to run back to him really, really fast after we do that and allow him to restore us. The same Jesus who called you at your lowest moment is the same Jesus who will call you when you make a mistake, when you fail again. I want to also remind you, if you are out on mission, if you are living in your calling and you make a mistake, your mistakes and your failures do not cancel out your mission. They simply don't. They actually add to your testimony. They make your testimony greater. They allow more people to connect with you, to believe in the gospel. And I think it's such a beautiful and powerful thing. And we met Peter again with open arms. And he's just like, Peter, like, you are who I say you are. And it's just like, stop letting yourself come into agreement with, the thoughts of shame, with the thoughts of you're not good enough, with the thoughts of you keep making mistakes, with the thoughts of whatever. That is the enemy. And those thoughts can be so loud because the enemy is loud. He tries to blur out and cancel out all of the beautiful goodness of God in our minds. And I want to remind you today that Jesus has not changed his mind about you, that he loves you, that he is prepared to fight for you, to chase after you, even when you keep making mistakes. When you follow him, your life is not going to be perfect. Your life is not promised to be completely easy, but what is promised is his gift of grace and his love and his mercy. Jesus loves you way too much to let shame be the final word in your mind. Next time you are sitting in shame, next time you make a mistake, because I know us believers, sometimes we can just sit in shame because we're like, how can I love you this much, Jesus? And how could I have made that mistake again? How could I have done that? And I don't want us to sit in that anymore. And so I encourage you, and I encourage myself saying this, next time we do something that is unholy, that we just run back to Jesus fast. We run back to him fast and we pour our hearts out to him, and we are just like, God, I made a mistake, but I need you to restore me. I need you to remind me of your love.